I'm back to help you continue to build your WordPress website. And one of the things that is just awesome about WordPress is that you can add plugins that are basically a snippet of code that you add to your site that gives it many more functions and abilities. There are lots and lots of plugins. A lot of them are free, some of them you pay for. The one caution that I want to give you is that you don't want to go and find the latest, greatest 25 plugins and just install them all in your WordPress website all at one time. And the reason for that is that some of the plugins might have code that doesn't interact well, and it'll mess up your website. So if you have heard about just an awesome plugin, go ahead and add it to your website, but then leave it for a few days without adding any other plugins and see if it plays well with your website and if your website continues to run smoothly. But that said, I want to show you how easy it is to just add the plugins to your WordPress website. So you're going to go down under Appearance and you will see Plugins, and then just simply go to the Add New, click on it. I'm going to install a plugin called XML Sitemap, and by the way, an XML sitemap is something that every website needs to have, because that is a very definite way that gives Google and the other search engines a way to visit your site, and it has everything organized in the way that it's easy for them to read it. So it is one of those must-have kind of things. But now we have a bunch of sitemaps that have come up, and we all know that 5 stars means it's got a good rating. And that's true to an extent. But you see, there are lots and lots of different options here. Some of them have 5 stars, some of them have no stars. So just like as if you were shopping on Amazon or something, you want to look a tad bit farther than just the 5 stars. So for instance, let's look at this one, and if we scroll over it, it's going to show us that this is based on 25 ratings. Not too bad, and it's got more than 4.5 stars. That might be a really good plugin. But let's just go look at a few others. Now look at this next one. It's got 5 stars. That would immediately tell me that that might be something to look at. But then if we hover over it, we'll see that it's based on 5 ratings. Let's go just a little farther. Let's go to the next one. Now this one only has 4.5 stars. Not quite as good as the others, but let's take a look. This one is based on 2,664 ratings. A lot of people like that particular plugin, so that's going to be the one that I'm going to choose. Now if you wanted to know more about the plugin, you could go over, and where you see it says Details, you'll get more information. You can click on it and read it. But for now, this one has 2,000 some people who really like it. I'm going to go ahead and install it. So all you have to do is click on Install. It's going to ask you, or if you're sure, click OK. Now wait a couple seconds, and it will go to this screen that says it's been successfully installed. So the next thing you do is you activate that plugin. And then it takes you back to your plugin site, and you'll see that we have Google XML Sitemaps installed. Now with many plugins, that's all you have to do. But with some, you need to look and see if there are any additional information that this plugin needs from you so that it can work. And in this case, where you see Settings, you need to click on it, and it will tell you if there are more things that it needs from you. Now I will be honest with you, I was checking this plugin out before I did this recording, and when I clicked on Settings, what it told me was that it was not yet ready to go because I had to build the first, I had to give it the permission to go ahead and build the first sitemap, and I did that. So you would, in the very top here, up here, it would say there's no sitemap built or something like that. Tell it to go ahead, click yes for it to do it, and then it will go ahead and do that. One other thing with this plugin is if you scroll down, there's lots of things that are default. I just left all of the default things except when I came down to frequencies. When it came to how often I wanted it to visit my website and check on the posts, the default was weekly. I want it to come daily, so I just changed it to that. And after you've made your changes, you go down here and you click on Update Options, and that's all that's to it. Now there are some other ones that are going to ask you to go someplace and get a code, or Akismet wants a code, and there are some others that want some other information, but for now, for this particular one, we're done. And for many of them, they don't want anything more than what I showed you how to do. So I have written a blog on Boomer's Blogging Coach that does recommend the 7 must-have plugins for your website. So I would invite you to please stop over and read that blog. And for now, go get your sitemap plugin and get it going.